Now here's one from thehill.com. Interesting here. The blue state exodus gains momentum. Blue state, Democrats. Exodus, fleeing. Oh gosh, I wonder. I don't even do I even need to read this? I could have just said, guys, this is the shortest video JSNIP4 has ever done. It's going to last approximately 10 seconds. Here it is. The blue state exodus gains momentum. Have a nice day, and I'm out. You would already know what I'm going to say. You already know what I'm going to say, but now you're curious. Do I know what he was going to say? And to prove right that you did, I'm going to go ahead and read it now for you. Tricked you. 9 years ago, I published a piece that asserted voters around the country are concluding it's better to be red than dead, applying almost the exact opposite meaning to an old phrase referring to communism. New Census Bureau figures appear to confirm my prediction, well, mostly. My point was that many voters were and are increasingly fed up with high taxes, heavy regulation, an increasing social wokeness that have come to characterize most blue states, i.e., those dominated by liberal politicians and policies. And again, you live in California. I've been saying this for years now. Get the hell out of California. I argued that voters wanting to live in a business-friendly, fiscally responsible state that minimizes its tax burden would either vote out the liberals, destroying their state's economy, or simply flee to a red state, a Republican state. The latest Census Bureau report highlights the red state shift. And there's a little bonus here. I believe it says it in this article. As more people come into these red states, there's going to be a criteria that gets hit. Oh, you guys get to pick another 2 Congress members, House and Senate or whatever it is. Oh, so a red state now has more voting power in Congress, and meaning the president might have a few more votes, Electoral College heading his way. Huh. According to an election data services analysis of the Census Bureau report, the population projections point towards a 10 congressional seat change over 17 states across the nation by the year 2020 sometime. 7 states are projected. Hang on a second. Yeah. 7 states are projected to gain 1 or more congressional seats after the 2020 election. 10 states are projected to lose 1 seat. The red state leader is Texas. And because of that, I'm going to go ahead and do it. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Excuse me. The red state leader is Texas, with a projected pickup of 3 congressional seats following the 2020 census, and that after gaining 4 congressional seats after the 2010 election. Florida, my state, will pick up 2 seats, and Arizona, Colorado, Montana, North Carolina, and Oregon will each gain 1, according to the analysis. All 10 losing states, Alabama, I'm going to read it, I'm going to read a few of these here, these 10 states. I want you to think in your mind, is that a Democratic-run crap hole or Republican? Alabama, California, Illinois, think Chicago, Illinois, Michigan, Minnesota, don't you know? New York, oh, that's a shocker, huh? Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and West Virginia lose only 1 seat. Of the 7 states gaining seats, 5 of those voted for Donald Trump in the 2016 presidential election, meaning he's got a strong possibility of picking up a few more of those Electoral College votes. Of the 10 states losing seats, 5 voted for Trump and 5 voted for Hillary Clinton. But 2 of those 5 losing states that voted for Trump, Michigan and Pennsylvania, surprised most analysts since they have been blue leaners for several years. And West Virginia is losing population in part because of a struggling state economy that has been so dependent on coal. Arguably, even some of the blue state gainers may support my general point. If you are a blue-leaning Californian who wants to escape the Golden States drift into madness, but stay on the left coast, Oregon might be a reasonable alternative. Ditto for Colorado, which has turned from red to bluish over the last decade or so as Californians increasingly head for the hills, so to speak. And with them, they take their liberal ideology and policies and bring it to wherever the hell they go. It's almost like bringing a disease. Like Mark Dice says, buy his shirt, liberalism, find a cure. My daughter Emily has pretty much confiscated my sweater, my hoodie, in which I did support Mark Dice in buying that. And she's been wearing it out of control lately. Even out in public, she's got this shirt, liberalism, this hoodie, liberalism, find a cure. She's rocking it. Anyways, but to the trend, or that trend, also highlights a problem. Some of the people fleeing destructive blue state taxes and regulations appear to drag their pro-big government philosophy with them, apparently oblivious to the fact that those policies destroyed the state they're trying to escape, but they're going to come with that ideology because they've been brainwashed for so long. One can even see the dynamic occurring in Texas. For a decade or so, liberals have been predicting, not to mention hoping, that Texas's growing Hispanic population would turn the state from deep red to, well, purple, and perhaps even blue. But there's another factor. Texas has become one of the primary destinations for disaffected Californians. The ones who have said, F it, I've had enough. I heard that damn guy Jason for the last 4 years telling me to get the hell out of here. I thought he was nuts, and now I just can't take it anymore. I'm getting the hell out of here. Thanks, Jason for moving to Texas. Well, you better learn that little slogan. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. Again, but there's another factor. Texas has become one of the primary destinations for disaffected Californians. As more and more California businesses have concluded, it's time to go where they will be appreciated. In addition, many California families have decided to migrate to Texas simply to find more affordable housing, lower taxes, in streets that aren't rife with the homeless people, feces, and drug paraphernalia. And Texas even has a 367-mile-long coast, if you like coasts. But we cannot overstate the significance of the Census Bureau's top-line finding. Texas will gain 2 or 3 congressional seats after 2020, while California will likely lose 1. That's a big deal for California, which has never lost a congressional seat. I will say this, though, because Donald Trump is very much pushing about this whole this census thing. And we can't, we need to count the illegals so we know how many there, right? Because if you have a whole bunch of illegals there, you don't qualify for these extra seats, so to speak. Congressional seats. You might lose some, like AOC. In New York, she's about to lose her damn seat, possibly. They said over the next 2 years. Oh, people are fleeing enough that she won't even have a damn seat. That her position goes away. Forget voting for her. She just won't even have a position anymore. That's a big deal for California, which has never lost a congressional seat. And again, if we find out through the census, oh my God, you guys have way too many seats as it is now that we got the real numbers of actual Americans living there. You guys just lost 4 seats. Like, could you imagine that? It is a tacit repudiation of California's over-the-top taxes and policies. Some of the other blue states, such as New York and Illinois, have been bleeding people for years. And New Jersey. I'll never forget this. One of the top hedge fund billionaires, one man, said, New Jersey, I can't take it anymore. You're taxing me to death. I'm out of here. And I think he moved to Florida, where we don't have a state income tax. In the New Jersey legislature, had to redo the entire budget for the state because one individual left, and it cost the state millions and millions and millions of dollars by that one person saying, I can't take it anymore, I'm out of here. Imagine what's going to happen or is already happening in California with the amount of people leaving. And there are some wealthy people in California, I'll add. So, again, that's a big deal for California, which has never lost a congressional seat. It is a tacit repudiation of California's over-the-top taxes and policies. Some of the other blue states, such as New York and Illinois, have been bleeding people for years. Several years ago, I interviewed the editor of Chief Executive Magazine, which conducts an annual CEO survey of the best and worst states to do business. The editor told me the survey had two constants. Texas always comes in as the best state to do business, and California always comes in dead last. Oh, and Florida, which is projected to gain 2 seats, usually comes in second place. Well, I'm pleased to know that. It was only a matter of time before both businesses and individuals began voting with their feet, and that time has apparently come. More importantly, the blue state exodus is only a snapshot of what dissatisfaction will emerge if those blue state policies take over the White House. Ain't no way, as Buford T. Justice said, Junior, ain't no way you come from my loins, boy. Ain't no way that White House is getting a blue anything in it. 2020, the election, re-election of Donald J. Trump will be a landslide. It'll be one for the history books. You won't believe how bad he mops the floor with whoever's left standing. And by the way, remember what I said after all this crap came out about Joe Biden, his son, Hunter Biden, the Ukraine scandal, the money laundering? Oh, all of a sudden, ABC poll, Elizabeth Warren has now taken the lead. I said, yeah, they know Joe's going away. Oh, Sleepy Joe, Creepy Joe's going away. He's going to keep running as long as he can to keep that campaign contribution money coming in. Then till finally tells people, yeah, I'm leaving. Sorry, I'm stepping down. As my mom has said a million times now, that man will step down. He will stop running for office, Joe Biden, either due to some issue with a family member or an illness, something of that. One of those two things. Watch. I'm sure it's going to happen. Okay, Mom. I believe you. Somehow I believe you, Mom. But my Tommy gun don't. I'm giving you to the count of 10 to get your no good, dirty lying keister off my property before I fill your guts full of lead. That, you better know what movie that's from. Home Alone. So Elizabeth Warren was starting to take the lead, and then, Creepy Joe's back up. No, Elizabeth. And now Elizabeth Warren is going batshit crazy, lying through her teeth. Her own brother came out the other day. Hey, that's not true. Oh, no, don't say that. That's not true. The public school, that's not true. It's not looking good for Pocahontas. Lied about the Indian thing. Okay, I admit it. But the school thing, I admit that too. Yeah, wrong about that. Sorry. Jiminy Christmas, Elizabeth. Now a new poll has come out. It has just come out. Guess what? Uncle Bernie Sanders is now in the lead. And Donald Trump has tweeted about it. Oh, Donald Trump says, I wonder what that means. Now that Bernie's in the lead, I wonder what that means. We're about to find out. I think I already just told you, my mom. Guess who's about to step down from the race? He's going to quit. He will be terminated. He will terminate himself, basically. And he won't need Arnold Schwarzenegger to do it. So I can't wait for that to happen. And yes, he's going to give a reason why he's stepping down. And God help you. If I hear the words, oh, there's an illness in the family, a family member problem, and he's going to step down to deal with that. Or illness in the family, he's got an illness himself, something. You know I'm coming out here. Like the proud son I am. My mom, she did say once or twice or 30 times, the old Uncle Creepy Joe, Uncle Joe Biden, not Uncle, Creepy Joe Biden, Creepy Sleepy Joe Biden, would be stepping down. And again, as of right now, Bernie Sanders has taken the lead in the polls. Not that I trust polls anyways. Again, it's all fake anyways, but they're letting you know, okay, that person's out. We can't use them anymore. Next person, Elizabeth. Oh, God dang it, Elizabeth, you idiot. All right, she's done. Oh, Bernie's up. And then President Trump tweets, hey, Bernie's in the lead, huh? Well, you know what that means. We'll find out soon. He says, oh, really? Yeah. What he's about to tell you, Creepy Joe Biden is out of here. I'm pretty sure that's what President Trump meant. We will find out, of course. And, to be fair, Snippy's mom could possibly be wrong about this. She's not 100% accurate like anyone else. But I will ask you, how's that crypto market doing? With what my mom said for December and January. It's not going to crash down like it did the last 2 years. If it's not up and staying up, it will start to go up. If it's already up, it will stay there and not crash down. It's pretty much happened. And now we're in January. We've touched 8,300 or so for Bitcoin. I'm going to go ahead and write that off as a check mark for Mama Snip 4. Which is a good thing, right? We want to see these things going up. And we're all ready for it. I'm ready. Super ready. Take care.